Yes, just a little update here on the state of tomatoes, and specifically they're biggin. Yes. What I'm going to do today is show you how I store some of my tomatoes, but I just wanted to as well just show you this one. Now I'm just using my phone at the moment, but we'll have to get that weighed. I'm going to cut that now and get it weighed at the house, see how big it is. There we go, cut from the vine. Oh, look at that. Now, have you got one bigger? Let's go home and we'll see how much it weighs. Right, here we are then. Brought it down a few more little bits and treats there, so we'll just put this on. I've got it set on pounds there, so is it more than a pound? Let's have a look. What's that say? Oh, 1.9. It's a big one, it's a big one. Hey, now have you got anything bigger? Let us know. So I want to go on to how I actually store tomatoes over the winter. For me, I think there's the secret is, and the challenge is, to pick these tomatoes and then keep them, and especially keep them over, well into December. So this is where I get it from. Jamie Oliver's Italia, you know what I mean, Italy. It is fantastic. It has got some great recipes in there. So the sausage casserole is gorgeous. But there, I don't know if you can see that, storage of tomatoes. And it's such a simple idea, and it lasts, like I say, 6 months. Once you open them, you've got 5 days to use it. I store mine in the fridge. You can store them in the cupboard if you haven't got room in the fridge. But it just means you're capturing summer. That's it. You're capturing summer, and you're using it in, say, after Christmas, after December. That is the holy grail. Do you know what I mean? Of gardening, allotment, and storage. So this is what I do. I mean, there's no great, there's no hidden secret formulas or anything like that. It's just basic, fresh produce, and it works so well, and it just sits. And like I say, if you can keep it for 6 months, do you know what I mean? The flavours are just in there. So basically, these are the last of my tomatoes from the greenhouse. Now, all I've got is some basil, which I grew myself. Garlic. This is the garlic that, if you've just watched the planting garlic, that was what was left over from Portugal. That was the Portugal garlic. Salt and pepper, and a jar. That's been cleaned in the dishwasher, and then I've boiled it with hot water, just like, or poured like hot water from a kettle over. And we need a little bit to kind of top it up with a bit of the olive oil as well. So that's it. Do you know what I mean? And it works though. It's so simple, and it's so easy, and it's so quick. It just works so well. So this is what I do. Basically, I shell a bit of garlic, which is no great shakes. That's all I do, is just take it off like that. And you're meant to kind of slice it up. I don't even bother. Sometimes I just put chunks of it in, depending on how much you kind of like. So, I mean, it's not a big jar, that one, so we'll not have to kind of use too much, So let's just say that amount. Chop it up. And basically just fill up with tomatoes, garlic and basil, and a little bit of salt. So this is all I do. See this nice big tomato here? Cut it. Get it all cut down, pop it in, some basil, a little bit of garlic, salt and pepper, and just keep on repeating. That's it. Do you know what I mean? It's no great shakes. And I think that's a beauty as well, mind you. You can just do it quickly, do you know? Depending how much, you kind of like. And with this one, this is a mixture of all my different tomatoes, Some of the ones I've done in the past, I've kind of just picked like Roma tomatoes, or just certain types. With this one, this little jar, it's everything. Now I just kind of tap it down with my special little tapper for me fermenting. There you go. And just keep on going. Some of the little tomatoes, you know what I mean, you can kind of put in kind of whole. What Jamie says as well is, and I think he's perfectly right, is try and use the freshest or the ripest tomatoes. Do you know what I mean? Because that flavour there is at its kind of peak, and that's what you're kind of locking in. You're locking in that kind of peak flavour. Couple a bit more, and again squash it down, and you can see you get quite a few in. You know what I mean? So, but just lasts. You know what I mean? If you can keep it 6 months, and just it's a memory as well of the summer. Do you know what I mean? It just actually that's a bit ripe. I'll keep that one on my next batch there. And I haven't done, but you know, you can kind of mix up flavours. I just like basic flavours in there, so I can kind of do it when you're making whatever specific meal. Then you can start adding your flavours. You know, I have done one with a bit garlic, not garlic, like chilli in as well. So just keep on. And like I say, this one will be a special one as well because it's the actual, it's the actual last one from the, you know, the 2018 harvest. So that's quite a nice memory as well. I'm just trying to find some nice red ones. There's another big one. Let's get that. We're getting close to the top there now, so bit of garlic, more garlic, good basil, probably last tomato, a bit more seasoning. Again, it's how much, you know, you want to season as well. It's kind of entirely up to you. I don't do too much seasoning, but I like to put a little bit in, you know what I mean. I think that might be it there. Bit more salt, bit more pepper, and a bit more garlic there. Get the garlic in, man. Yeah, look at that, all that goodness. Now what Jimmy says as well is, and it's just like the fermenting. Do you mean basically you have to cover up now that little top bit, so it basically creates like a vacuum. And this is where your olive oil comes in. Just a little layer on the top, and that's it. Put on your lid, and that's it. So from there we now cook it. So I've got my jam pan on the stove there, as you can see. It's a nice heat, not like a red hot boiling heat, but a good, you know, like a steady rumble roll. You put your pot in, and that's it. Cook it like that for 30 minutes. Then, and this is where you know, it's just purely because I don't want to leave a big pan on the stove. Jimmy says you can leave it overnight to cool down, or I just take it off and let it cool down. Then I store it, you know, I store mine in the fridge. Just that's lucky enough, I've got a big huge fridge, so plenty of room. So, but dark cupboard, you know, you can, in the dark there, 6 months you can keep these, so you can keep summer in your house. It's like a Ray Bradbury story, do you know what I mean? You can keep it in your house for 6 months, great. So there you go. I have about 6 or 7 of these jars there now. All the summer's packed into these and will stay there, and it's just fantastic, man, to know you've captured summer and you can keep it. So like I say, once you open it, you've got 5 days to use it, but they never, you know what I mean, they never go off with us. It just, you just use it like a jar in a day, you know what I mean? But the beauty, like I said before, is, yeah, we do bolognese sauces, we keep them and we freeze them, but with this, you've just got that basic raw ingredient, so you can go from anywhere. You know, you're not stuck to kind of say pasta sauces, you know, that's the beauty for us. So have a try. If you've got some tomatoes, if you can even find cheap tomatoes in a supermarket, just as good. Do you know what I mean? Just do it and then save it, because the shop go up in price, tomatoes.
So there you go. Please think about subscribing. There's a big bonny handsome lad in a round circle coming on there. Do that, click that and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Look after yourselves.